Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, I'm going to be reviewing another low-budget, old, rather obscured Kung Fu flick. Yep, another Kung Fu flick for you folks, yes sirree. And it's on my, to-do list, of course. So, okay, see here. Okay. This one is titled Superpower. So, this of course going to be the review on the American version of this film. So, just, letting you know ahead of time. Anyway, of course, as usual, folks, I do have to talk about this plot. So, let's get into the story, shall we? So, anyway, there is this giant kung fu fighter whom sent his three sons on a mission on this, kind of like a revenge kind of a thing against the five southern champs whom defeated him in I guess battle, I guess you would say, a generation ago. So let's just say this kung fu fighter is better beat down to the passed down to the fighters and whatnot. His stories and whatnot has been passed down to the families, of course. But you know, let's just say one son, whom is called Billy here, takes the takes a crash course in both North and South Eagle styles, as well as another style, of course. Only then he'll be able to confront each of the three, you know, fighters as well. So, like I was saying, the fighters do have stories, of course, do have something of a tradition, I guess you could say, as they will pass down to generations or whatnot. So, but anyway, they do have a thing going on, of course, for stories and whatever. And so, yeah, it does get pretty damn crazy, of course. Yeah, there's also a romantic subplot. Yeah, involving an attractive young woman. Also, is a fighter, of course. And she is set to marry Billy. An arranged marriage kind of a thing. So, of course, these two haven't met yet. And each is fearful of what they're in for, of course. So, of course, the woman, she does decide to dress as as a certain way to track down Billy and check him out for herself, which I guess makes sense, of course. And as you can guess, folks, she does like what she sees and keeps the facade, so to speak, long enough, of course. And yeah, that's basically, I guess you can say uh the way that the concept of the story is. That's the overall idea, of course. And I can say that, yeah, there's plenty of, you know, kung fu fighting that goes on with this movie. Lots of fighting, yes, sir, folks. Well, it's a martial arts film, so of course that kind of a thing is going to happen because that's how it is. You expect that kind of thing to actually occur in here, folks. Obviously, because it's a part of the genre. You expect this one to be action packed, which of course it is. There's plenty of fighting to be had. I'm bringing up the fight scenes obviously because come on, folks, it's an action movie, a, a martial arts action movie, but an action movie nonetheless. So I can say that this film, as far as I'm concerned, anyway, was not a waste of time. It was not a horrible movie by any means. I actually did quite enjoy this film. So I can say that this film does have a lot of fight scenes. I did like the way it was choreographed, I guess you would say. The fights were really well choreographed, as the way they were presented in this movie. Uh, I did like how they were done because of the fact that they were nicely put together. Of course, I thought they were really well edited, I guess. So I'm not gonna bother bringing up the dubbing. I'm not gonna talk about the dubbing because we all know I'm always having issues with dubbing with these foreign films. So I'm not gonna bring that up, really. But anyway, that aside, I did like the premise, folks. I really did like how it was done. I like the idea of it. I like the execution. I just need to hunt down the original version. Of course, one of these days, I definitely need to hunt down the actual version. Well, if I ever actually come across it, I guess I could watch it and review it. So, not making any promises, but we're going to see how things go. If it happens, it happens, I guess. So anyway, folks, nonetheless, I think this film was solid enough to be recommended because I did like how it was done. I did like how the characters are. I like the outfits. I like the overall set. Again, it's taking place in some ancient uh sometime in the past, of course, in Asia. That seems to be like a popular setting in these films, of course. So, which I don't mind, of course. I like it when these films take place in a certain time period. And it helps you to give it like a certain charm, I guess you could say. But um when these martial arts films take place in like a more modern day ish kind of thing, it kind of loses touch in some ways. I mean, for me anyway, it does for me. But I mean, yeah, there's some exceptions, of course. As the old saying goes, there's an exception to every rule, obviously. So anyway, that aside, I still thought film was pretty enjoyable. Yes, sir, folks. And yeah, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate this movie at all. Really, I quite enjoyed it. I will give this film an overall rating of a 7.2 out of 10. It gets a 7.2 out of 10 for me. And as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah.